Editing was the most labour-intensive task of the whole process. Interviews lasted anywhere between 1 and 3 hours, so we had a lot of raw footage to get through. So we often would watch films twice, sometimes 3 or 4 times, to really understand the experience and to try to capture the touch points in the film. That's what we were after to create the final film, which sort of captured a snapshot of patient experiences. We also had to have all the patients represented in the film, so keeping that to a 35-minute time frame was very, very difficult.
We were very fond of the individual films, so that when we then had to cut it down to make one film, it was very difficult to do that because we wanted to include everything, and because everybody's experience is important, and because we did feel very privileged to witness people's experience, it was very difficult then to cut people out.
In the interview, patients tell their story, and often we ask them to tell their story from the time they were first diagnosed right through to whatever stage they were at the time of interview. So all of the patients start with diagnosis, so we decided to start the DVD addressing diagnosis and followed the patient pathway chronologically so that it told the story and that it captured different people's experiences. And it's not an easy process, but it does get easier, and you do learn what to look out for in films. You do learn to look out for the touch points and to include different experiences of that touch point. I think the film is definitely worth it. I think it's labour intensive. There's a lot of work that goes into the editing process, but the results are amazing. And I think that, you know, showing the film to the patients at the patient event for the first time, seeing their reactions, and then taking it forward to the co-design event with staff members, watching their own patients talk about their experiences, was very powerful.